Sitting across me is another guest. Yes, he's back for second round. Saint Cloud, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the podcast.
I'm alright.
Again.
Yeah, again.
Wow, man. We must be doing something good, I guess.
Yeah. No, just keeping up with each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
How you been since our last episode?
I've been good. Been normal.
Mm.
Yeah, it hasn't really been that long, I think.
Mm. What's Saint Cloud been up to?
Just more music.
Wow.
Yeah.
And more music you did deliver.
Yeah.
As promised.
Yeah.
Cloudy Sundays.
Yeah.
That's been happening for the past 4 weeks. Every Sunday you bless us with some mastery. Every Sunday on YouTube, you don't disappoint and you just escalate everything. You just take it to the next level every week. How many more weeks?
First of all, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I think right now, what we had spoken about with Tiny, I think, was that I'm just going to do one more week and then put out a project,
Mm.
and then hopefully pick up next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the project we're getting, is it the rest of Cloudy Sundays or something else?
It's something else.
Okay. And just one quick question. Why don't we have the Cloudy Sundays on iTunes, Spotify? No pressure.
Yeah, no.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
It's hard to play music off of YouTube.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that. And like I was saying the other day to like my brother, like that I didn't consider it.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm always open to people telling me shit,
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I highly recommend. I don't know if I'm in a position to recommend any shit
Yeah.
as far as St. Cloud is concerned.
No.
I personally, from a fan standpoint, I would like you to put Cloudy Sundays on iTunes, Spotify, so that we can have it there and be a. Because I mean, this is music we enjoy, and we'd love to have it playing on a regular basis. Because obviously it's not on radio. Because I don't know, radio is too cool for our type of music or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever the reasons are, but that doesn't matter. We want Cloudy Sundays on iTunes. Well, I'm speaking for me and anyone else who agrees.
I don't know. Okay, no, I feel that. I feel that request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see that happen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But just to explain that, bro, I feel there's so many stereotypes or so much confusion going on about what music is,
Mm.
It's become like a race now.
Yes.
It's become like a destination.
Mm.
It's no longer I'm doing something to create, and how you create, how you make your step or take your steps rather.
Mm-hmm.
It's different, So it's like with Cloudy Sundays not necessarily going on every platform. I wasn't ready for every platform.
Okay.
Yeah, because people sometimes can throw you off your shit when you get them in on it too much.
Yeah.
So YouTube was me sort of entertaining a very personal market,
Yes.
It's like subscribers is it's a very powerful thing now.
It's like a community.
It's like knowing someone when you subscribe. When you subscribe, it's a big thing. It's not
Yes.
like Instagram. You would follow in a heartbeat, but YouTube, someone's conscious when they subscribe.
Yeah.
They're I'm subscribing to your channel.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So these are personal people. You do something, they watching it. So I use that platform, that personal connection. It wasn't really about getting to everybody. It was really about just yo, I just made this. What do you think about it? And they're we like that. Yo, I just made this. What do you think about that? But none of the shit I've dropped there was my best.
Mm.
None of it.
Yes.
None of it was even mixed or mastered. Just it's records. We make it and sort of just interact with people. Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's still quality to our ears as your fans.
Okay.
it's quality that we want to hear on a regular basis. I'm not disputing you on saying, okay, obviously you create this content for us, your subscribers, but obviously there is another way of us accessing the same creativity. We're not saying do it for the masses.
Okay.
It's still us,
Yeah.
your own private community
O-
that
okay.
subscribe to
Okay.
Saying Cloud.
Okay.
We're just saying we just wanna access it easily.
Okay.
That's all. Anyone else who feels who also happens to come across Saying Cloud content on those platforms, they're more than welcome to join the family.
Okay. No.
But it's not about them, and at that stage when we put it up. But once they become part of us, become Saying Cloud fans, Saying Cloud music consumers, then it's a different story. They're one of us now. So then they can be like, yo, Saying Cloud, okay, I see you do this for us on YouTube. Can we have it on iTunes? Can we have it on Spotify?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my angle. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You know, when we were speaking earlier, you touched on what Neve said on his podcast
Yeah.
about quality.
Yeah.
And you just told me those are just records that you just produced and you just put them out there. And irrespective of them not being mastered or anything like that, going through that fine process, fine detailing process of mixing and mastering and all those kind of things, it's still that good. It hits home. It does what music's supposed to do, which is touch your soul, speak to you, and let you know what's going on in the creator's mind.
Thank you.
And that's the type of content that we want on these platforms.
Yeah.
That's why you're a creator. You cannot create art and just...
You know, bro, I really feel you, but like you must really consider this market today, right?
Yes.
Look at it this way. You put something out on YouTube, it's a platform that offers majority content of low quality videos.
Yes.
You never get the high quality. Like it's either it's the official music video or it's some official release, but majority of YouTube content is built on low quality. Now, when you take your content, your product, to a platform that only represents high quality,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a different thing now when the viewer visits you on this platform, because your song will come on automatically, another song comes on next, and you're already flushed out just because of quality. You know what I'm saying? So
Shit.
it's like it's also, I had to play it smart on my end, how to keep my name relevant without people saying, man, I think so and so is better than so and so. They would have easily compared me if I had put myself in the wrong court. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I understand my court, so I'm playing my court. It's I'm still running around with the quality thing now. So let me stick with these niggas here. Play with them. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think
Like when you visit someone, sorry to cut you, when you
No,
visit
no,
someone
sorry.
on YouTube, you usually have that impression that I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, when you're on iTunes, everyone thinks you made it.
that's true.
They pull you to the side and like, bro, how'd you get on iTunes?
Like
You know what I'm saying?
some
Yeah.
big mysterious.
Yeah, like it's something big you did, yeah, bro. Like, bro, you made it. You're on iTunes, yeah, bro. And you're like, okay. Now, just that perception alone, it's already so highly built, you know what I'm saying?
It's sort of that
High
automatically
anticipation.
degrades your content before it even gets on the platform.
It's almost like expectation levels too high, right? But now usually when you're surfing on YouTube, you're always looking for new, undiscovered, unpolished,
Raw.
still raw, still growing, still developing, So when you can interact with the market there and show them your development, show them your slow grow, like even the consecutive cloudy Sundays thing, it's like you showing them that journey. People always want to brag and say, I found this dude. You know what I'm saying? So a platform like YouTube is really where you want to go if you're an independent artist. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Yeah.
That's so true. And not just in music. I believe in
Anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Anything. If if you have an interest in, say, farming,
Yeah.
your best bet is to go on YouTube. Why you want to go on YouTube? Because that's where you find farmers talking about farming.
Yeah.
And that's your business. That's what you're interested. Those same farmers with vast amount of experience, sharing that all that knowledge at the click of your button, you can be set off and be able to kickstart a well efficient running farm.
Yep. And you must notice now with even YouTube, you would find that the people who are on those platforms are doing such, how can I say it? They're doing like such very little in terms of, how can I say very little? With that platform, it's not like going on television and everything has to be spick and span. You know what I'm saying? There's there's that degree of understanding the viewer has, the listener, the follower, the subscriber. They have that degree of understanding that this is a steady grind. I'm telling you, bro, when you take someone to iTunes, I don't know if it's only like that from where I'm from, but if you take someone to iTunes, bro, they expectations, that's like the thing that you need to learn how to meet. Like they always need to meet each other. Your expectation or the expectation you set, you have to deliver that standard. That's how you can easily lose a market, when you don't satisfy their expectation.
That's true.
Yeah. So the best way is to minimize the expectation, maximize on what you give them. Then they feel like you're giving them more than what they're expecting. You check what I'm saying? So it's like iTunes, I had to really size it up. Niggas are running on. Hey, some good sounds out here, bro.
I mean, if you get like people like Shane Eagles,
you know,
calling the type of work that they putting out in a mixtape
you know what I'm saying, bro.
on iTunes.
Yeah, you know, there ain't no rush to this thing. You know, I ain't even 22. It's like I'm like, let me just take my time with this.
Yeah.
Like, I have a whole life to figure this thing out, get this thing right.
And now I get to understand like where you're coming from, because I now see that through that you not only do all the things that you just mentioned, but you solidify your presence in your audience's attention, so to say. So whenever they give you time, you get a chance to not disappoint them every time, because you deliver. And like you say that there's an understanding, because no one is producing high quality stuff. The platform is built of low quality. So if you produce something that's considered to be of low quality, but it's great content, it lasts forever.
Yeah.
And it solidifies you
Yeah.
as a creator. And when you take now, if you were to take what you have at maybe after X amount of time, if you take that to another platform, you show up with the real presence. So that throws up the expectations, because the people that you already have from the audience that you've built all this time, they understand you.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just chasing you because you presented this thing, or you sound like somebody they heard elsewhere on the same platform.
Yeah.
Or you sound better than whoever is on that platform. But they're there because they're there for you. And you get to do that on YouTube the way that you are doing.
Yeah.
How much has that helped to grow St. Cloud so far to this point? I mean, sticking to your own lane, your own space, and just doing your own work there.
You know, it's like, it's really helped me grow, like, growing especially in like appreciating the art, you know. Like, I used to be like this person who, how can I say this? I used to have opinions about other artists too, you know,
Yes.
not facts, opinions, you know. I think so and so about so and so. But then now, like, this type of journey, this type of, you know, slow, steady grind, it sort of like gave me this different view for the industry as well.
Mm.
So, you know, it's like I began to understand that in one way or the other, if people are keeping the culture alive, that's like a good thing, you know, as
Yeah.
long as the culture stays present, stays alive. So what it really like taught me the most was individuality, you know. And in a time like this, it's very hard to come out and say that what I'm doing is of individuality, you know.
Yeah.
Like we've been so influenced, so
You're not the
conditioned.
only one.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so it's really given me that time to get into a space where I like to talk about certain things, you know, and
Mm.
just, you know, it helped me grow, like, yeah, musically.
You told me a story about Master P earlier,
Yeah,
the way he gone about studying the business that he's in, which is music.
yeah.
Um, I mean, how does that help you as an growing artist in the industry? I mean, having such information from people that have been involved for some time and they've gotten to a point where, like, let me take a step back
Yeah,
and teach myself or try and see what the like the other side of this thing that I'm involved in
yeah,
works.
yeah. No, I feel like it's always so helpful when these guys who've already figured it out give us the information, you know,
Mm.
because this thing is really not that. It's not as easy as it looks, you know.
Mm.
Figuring this whole thing out, it's not. But you know, information like that, sort of like, how can I say it? It made me understand that. Have you heard the old saying of "there's more than one way to skin a cat"?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So it's just that saying is simply at play. Yeah? Like, I learned that there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to approach the independent grind.
Mm.
Yeah, there's so many ways. You know, so many ways.
Which independent artists inspire you, if there are any? Maybe past and present. You can mix it up.
Young MA would definitely have to be in that list.
Mm.
Anati,
Mm.
I like how he moves as well. Like, nobody even knows that dude's is independent. Nobody knows that.
Yo, that's the one dude you don't
Yo.
see on interviews, magazine articles.
He doesn't even talk about it. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, seeing how it paid off for him, how he got so successful,
Mm.
you know, his independent grind was definitely one that I also, you know, considered in my list. But it's Young and May. Also, you know, like I said right now, I just forgot the dude's name. I just said right now.
You said Young MA and I forgot two as well.
Anati.
Anati.
Look at that.
Shit, man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, those like my two artists I could put up in the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So only them two.
I mean, it was also Burna Boy for the longest time, and then he signed, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, he was also, you know, really moving for an independent artist, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
How do you feel about musicians being involved in politics?
I think it's very, I don't know, like I won't say that if you're involved it's good, if you're not involved it's bad, but I really do think that musicians should be aware of the influence they have in a society.
Mm.
You know, what they could say, what man says is law, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so what they do say sometimes is law for other people.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think them having some sort of understanding, they don't have to be involved, but to be aware, politically aware of what's going on. I think it's advisable, but at the same time, niggas don't have to. Yeah, they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah. Earlier we were speaking about platforms.
Yeah.
And you told me that the platforms don't matter, and we matter
Yeah.
because the platforms need us more than we need them.
Yeah.
Can you just help break that down and just help people understand like what that actually translates to, and how does one get to that point of understanding that you are not you don't need a platform. The platform needs you. So
Okay. I think like to put it like in a nutshell for people to understand it, I think that people must understand that once you can find a way to generate attention towards your product, you no longer need the platform, because that's what the platform offers you. It offers you attention to your product. You know what I'm saying? It offers you a reach. You know what I'm saying? But if you can build a platform or generate enough attention around you, you don't need a platform. You can very well create your own platform. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
That's why some people, how can I put it? Like with websites. I had a conversation with this other friend of mine in the taxi the other time, and we were speaking about how the future is websites.
Yes.
If you don't have a website in the next 3 years, then the 3 years after that 3 years, you might be behind. Yeah. Well, so we spoke about how having a website it has to be your next move in the list, because platforms is where we're progressing to. I see it as everybody's gonna have a website in the future, not an Instagram account, not a Facebook page.
Just like everyone has an email now.
Yeah.
There was a point where emails didn't mean shit to everyone, but if you have a smartphone now, you need an email.
You need an email.
An email address.
And you can even see with all these, excuse me, like with Wix.com and all these like website building,
Amazon.
yeah, websites, yeah. All these websites are popping up now, offering to help build a website for you, and because that's where it's going to. Everybody's creating their own platform now, and it's really that. I think that's where it comes down to, not needing platforms anymore. They are aware of the growing independence. I don't know if you get what I mean.
No, I get you. Like it reminds me of something that I once said, is that now we live in a time where online there's opportunity for everyone.
Yeah.
But when you and there's one thing, you cannot run away from the fact that if you're a human being living on this planet, at some point you will be part of the internet community, or you will be operating or functioning or trying to function or doing things off of the internet. So we now have choices to make right now. You have a choice to make whether you want to be a consumer on the internet or do you want to be a service provider. And that goes to you, what you're saying, that people need to build their own platforms and try and solidify their independence. And like right now, the way we use the so-called platforms that we have, especially in our country, it's kind of the opposite of that. No one's looking, well, not no one. There's a very small percentage of people that are trying to build platforms.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are just consumers, which then gives me a question, is that means, no, not a question, but more of a point to note that going forward 5, 10, 20 years from now, our community and this new revolution or time that we live in, where we function online as human beings, our people are going to be consumers. We are going to be consumers that keep those platforms alive, because any platform that you create, there has to be consumers. Just like the consumers of this content that we're creating now is the subscribers that we have. And I wouldn't be happy if or if amongst my subscribers only maybe 0.1% have their own platform.
Yeah.
I'd want it to be more,
Yeah.
because then it bridges the gap, so many gaps, because we all now have access to opportunity. And that brings me to my next point, which is that we have to work together once again. That's the one thing that us as the black community fail to do, which is pulling together and working together. How important it is for all young up-and-coming creatives to come together and just start working together.
Yo, like I do agree with you on that, and it's like, you know, people, like I'm starting to understand that people just don't understand you. You know, when you can't work with them, they don't understand you. Like, you can go in circles trying to find otherwise, but they just don't understand you. Someone who understands you is easy to work with. You know, and I think that it is very important for us to bind together if we want to really bring something up out of the city, bring something up out of the country. But I'm also very aware of the fact that some people are not for together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you cannot advocate together if it's not working.
Yes.
You know, you have to, in your way, play your role. You know, because for the longest time I understood that it's about together, right? And then there's a point where you realize that, hey, this together that I'm willing to ride for, willing to die for, is actually holding me, holding me back, you know? So there is always a call for independence for each African. I say that specifically for each African. There's a call for independence.
So each individual needs to build themselves.
Yes.
Individually.
Yes.
Before like binding with others and hoping to create a solid like connection or solid teamwork or togetherness.
No, togetherness is necessary. Don't get me wrong. You know, togetherness is very necessary. But I'm saying, like, in the process of togetherness, there is an individual responsibility. You know, it's not a group responsibility.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you must be willing to make sure that your responsibility is achieved, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I've chosen to look at it. Yeah.
Last time we spoke, you told me you had dropped out.
Yeah.
And I guess it's been months now.
Yeah.
And how are you handling that?
You had to go there. But yeah, no, like, I'm handling it good, bro. Look at me. You know?
I see you look good.
Hell yeah. You know, I'm handling this good, you know, like, more than anything, I'm not like advocating dropouts, you know, but I am advocating that in whatever you're doing, you know, if you feel suffocated, you know, whatever it is, it's a relationship, it's school, it's a team, it's church, you know, anything. If you feel like it's suffocating you, like, disengage, recollect, you know. And I feel like we were so poorly raised, we were so poorly taught as a people as to how to handle emotional changes, spiritual changes, you know, world changes, you know. And it's like, it got to a point where I was like, how can I say, I was reborn in a sort of way, you know, like re-understood a lot. I relearned a lot. You know, I had to unlearn some things and relearn some new things. But it's been good. It's been good.
And are you getting any support from the people around you? I mean, around the decisions that you make, because we cannot run away from the fact that the people that care about us, they will always want certain things for us.
Hey, bro, like, I won't even lie to you. Like, I'm not even worried about people's support
Yeah.
right now. Like, I won't even lie to you, man. It's like, it's simple. Like, people will either fuck with you. I hope you censor that out. People will either fuck with you or not. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't worry about it. You know, I don't pay mind to it. Am I getting it now? And it's just like, you know, how can I say, bro? Like, genuinely, when you're hot or when you are doing something good, the city should have a tendency to embrace you. You know, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, to like embrace you. You know, like welcome, like take your talent in. You know, so I really think 035 is just like Richards Bay. You know, they've really embraced me.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, but I've never really said I worry about anybody's,
Yeah.
you know, opinion or anything like that.
Oh. I guess that goes to point out the importance of individuality,
Yeah,
as you spoke
Yeah.
earlier. That it's not about other people, but it's about you, and that's who matters. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that deals with all the fires.
yeah,
Whatever is going on in your mind, your soul, whether it's emotionally, physically, you at the front end of that.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
and what matters is how you deal with it. And it's not how other people deal with it or help you deal with it or think you should deal with it this way or this is what you do. It's what you want
Yeah,
at the end of the day that matters.
yeah,
Because if you are not happy, basically you won't be productive.
yeah. You won't. It will resonate in your work
Mm.
that you ain't happy.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right.
You told me earlier that Cloudy Sundays is not even your best work. Have dog.
Yeah, bro.
What are you,
Yeah.
what are you saying to us? What are you saying to us, your fans, bro?
Like, yo, bro, yo. I promise that I do have some great music I wanna give you guys. You know,
Yes.
and it's like the motto is never be satisfied.
Mm.
Never be satisfied.
Yes.
You know, so I'm 100% sure with what I'm saying that ain't my best work, bro. It's not even close to my best work. You know, it's like half of those songs are like throwaways.
You lie.
I promise you, they just they didn't have no designated projects, so they were just like throwaways.
And you just like, let me see what I can do with this. Or
Yeah.
let me just let them hear this.
Like tell you what. Here's the truth.
Mm.
So my girl, which I will not say by name,
Mm.
she was like, "Yo, listen, you need to do something like weekly on YouTube. You know, just get your momentum going.
Mm.
Do something weekly. You know."
Mm.
I'm like, okay. And I thought about it, and then I came with the name, you know, Cloudy Sundays, and it's like, okay,
Mm.
every Sunday let's drop, you know. And it was like, okay, this is cool.
Mm.
So now I'm just running with it, you know. But the goal I set for myself is that I don't want to get to 50 songs. Like by the time I get to 50, my career will already be on the Daily Show or some shit like that, bro. On the Daily Show or something like that. On the Daily Show.
Or maybe you can turn this into an equivalent of a daily show.
True.
Obviously.
True.
I mean, because if you say we ain't seen this is what we have right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing
I'm
close to your
100%
best
sure
work.
that's 100% sure.
Then that means we're talking. Well, if we lived in a realistic world, it would call it Grammy type of shit.
You know what I feel? I feel like this thing's like your podcast are low-key like a documentary of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're literally you're not interviewing a complete artist. You're not interviewing a success story.
Mm.
You're literally interviewing someone who's in the dirt right now. And this is how it is, bro. Like, recording at high quality studios is not an availability or an affordability. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that in this stage of your career is so hard to access, or in this stage of your journey rather. You know what I'm saying? So you, like, shout out for that, first of all, you know, just to be able to catch these moments. But like, 100% sure, my best work is not on the internet, not even YouTube, the internet, bro. 100% sure.
Man, people don't like. I mean, if you haven't checked out his work, please go on his YouTube channel and check out those Claudia. In fact, everything. Just go on his page. Any video you come across, first video to show up, I trust you won't. I trust myself. You won't be disappointed.
Okay, you know what? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You tell me right now, the whole year, which album stuck out for you? 2019.
2019. Do I?
5 albums, just 5 albums that stuck out.
Overall.
Yeah, overall.
Doesn't matter because now people they put out EPs because those sound nice.
No, I'm saying album now.
So only albums.
Albums.
Okay. See, the fact that I have to think about it
Yeah.
shows you.
No, like now EP would consider every project on the streets right now.
Yeah.
And there's too many to count.
And that's the thing. That's where I find joy and happiness.
Nah, but give me your albums, your album list. I want to know what's your album list.
Album.
Yeah.
Album. I like KO.
Okay.
I think he came out with some.
The one he released at Sony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it's not the KO from Tear Gas,
Yeah.
I still like.
You like that new? He's keeping up with it, bro. You know.
Yeah. No, don't fault me. I'm not saying it's bad. It's good. That's why I'm listing it. But for me, like, I don't want to be this guy who just keeps wanting to go back. But like, there's a lot of artists that have put out great work before, and it's just so sad that they set the bar that high so early. So now going forward,
I see what you're saying.
you understand.
I see what you're saying.
So I feel like maybe for artists, they should do something like you're doing. Save the best work for later. Even though you make great work now, don't mean you can put it out now.
Put it out now.
Because you can have throwaways like Cloudy Sundays, which is still,
You know.
dope as hell. And you can just put that out. Let people hang on that. And still sing your praises. Not because you want them to sing your praises, but because you're good.
Thank you.
You know?
Yeah.
So back to the albums. Who else? Shit. Even though, man, this year, you know, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I focus on the albums that get left out
Okay.
off of the top album. I'm still sad till this day that people don't recognize Ears.
Yes. Anati.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm bummed out big time, dog.
Yeah.
Because that was a great body of work and it just flew past people's heads. The content,
Yeah.
the relation for me, I don't know for anyone else, but I also relate to the content that was there. And I feel like there's so many people who can either relate or learn something from that album. And there's another guy who locally, he's someone I would say I'd put him in the same category as you. There's Ubongeziwe Mabandla.
Who's that?
There's this guy who does like this
Same
country. He has this country Xhosa sound.
Okay.
Like Xhosa country type of vibe.
Yeah.
He's, imagine Tracy Chapman singing in Xhosa.
Okay, hold up. Who's Tracy Chapman? Chapman?
Shit, I'm too old.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll recommend this.
Okay.
After when you find time in your private time, just listen to Ubongeziwe Mabandla and Tracy Chapman.
Like, does he rap in English, Zulu?
No, he's not a rapper. He's a singer.
Singer.
Yeah, he
Oh.
sings.
So like when you were saying you put him in the same category as me.
As you, is that he makes great music, but people here
Yeah.
don't know about it.
Bongo.
Bongeziwe mabandla.
Okay.
Yeah. And now he's getting so much love that he's touring the whole of Europe.
He's from South Africa.
From South Africa.
Yo.
Getting booked at
Yeah.
fully booked at sold out venues in Europe, in the UK.
Okay.
Which brings me back to the point that, quality or no quality, the people here around you don't decide who you are. It's majority who decide. Majority says you're good. Fuck it, you're good. Anyone who doesn't like that, sorry. And it's high time. Like, I'm telling you, dog, like, your content right now, I can recommend it to somebody in another place in the world and be like, yo, check this out.
That's right.
Trust me, they're going to come back to me and tell me, yo, why isn't this dude, why aren't we here, maybe in the States, hearing about this dude from South Africa?
Yeah.
Who can do this?
Yeah.
It's just so sad.
But it's like it's one thing this whole journey's taught me is time, bro.
Yeah.
Timing.
Timing.
Like when it happens, you'll have like, I don't know if you've noticed something Soweto. Like, it's his moment. Nothing can stop it.
That's so true.
Nothing. Like, everything's just moving out the way. Something Soweto is just going straight to the top.
You can't stop it.
Nothing can stop that.
Because
that's like God's timing. When it's God's timing, nothing can touch God's timing.
And not only that, the people have spoken.
People
love something Soweto. They love what something Soweto has to give.
Man.
You just can't stop that.
And just like the whole story of him being with the soil from back then, the whole money scandals, the whole delays, basically, trials and tribulations he went through to finally come back and design him and, readjust himself as an artist and bring that out. For a guy who was only known for like the acapellas to come out like that, that's it's like, these are the type of, it's like Burna Boy as well, his moment is God's timing.
Yeah.
No one can touch that.
You can't.
No one can touch that.
I mean, you can even cry and say, this guy came after me.
Yeah.
I mean, some things are just like
that. That's basically what I'm just sitting on, bro. Like, I don't really feel sad about it no more. I just understand that my time will come. Yeah, I just wait on my time now.
I don't think people are ready for that, and obviously it's gonna hit them by shock, and it's gonna be like, now you have no choice. You have to recognize. And I think earlier we spoke about the lack of platforms. I think that heavily plays a role in like slowing down progress. 'Cause I mean, if we had the platforms, to sort of launch ourselves, or we're at a point where we've built these platforms for ourselves to launch ourselves and others around us to the next level, we'd be talking a different story. But that time is coming, though.
Yeah, it's definitely on its way.
Yeah, it's definitely around the corner.
Definitely on its way.
So right now, you're still pushing the Cloudy Sundays, and then the project soon to follow.
Yeah.
Are we privy to know what's gonna be there, or what can we expect? Or anything you wanna let us in on as far as that project is concerned?
As far as the project's concerned, just to like speak about the background of the project that I might not include when I put it out there, but there's a producer I'm working with. He's like a local producer. His name's Beast. He goes by Beast.
Yeah.
Beast the producer. He's literally a beast at what he does, bro. So I got into contact with him, I was in another studio session with some other guys, and I saw him doing his thing, you know, so we exchanged numbers. And then now we've just been setting that up, you know. He's also, he has a hand in the production as well. He's going to have a hand in the production for the project, and he's also going to be the engineer for the project, you know. So as far as that's concerned, that's what I can say about the project, you know. I can't really say much about it. It's like it's a self-explanatory type situation. It's going to explain itself. Yeah, but what I can say is that for next year, you know, people should look out for like more St. Cloud, more presence, more singles, more, you know.
And I guess that means more content on YouTube.
Definitely.
Wow.
Even iTunes.
Thank you, sir. Now this whole podcast was about that.
Oh.
Yeah, me trying to get you to get everything on iTunes.
Oh, okay.
You know what's my problem, dog? Like every time I tell people, like I'm like, yo, dude, there's this guy.
Yeah.
He makes, well, okay. I'm a big rap fan.
Yeah.
I love rap.
Yeah.
I don't like to call it hip hop, because hip hop is something else. Maybe you throw in some R&B in there, and then rap is what you do.
Yeah.
As rapping. And rapping, that means there's soul in there, there's punchlines, there's flow.
Yeah, there's everything.
There's content.
Yeah.
There's a story. You understand? You're not just
talking,
making this thing because it sounds cool. I'm not saying there's a problem with that, but this is what I'm more into, which is what you provide. So I mean, people should respect the kind of work that you put out, because it's not just like I said, it's not just for the sales. It's intended to teach, heal, empower, educate, inform, help, include people. That's what it is. That's what rap is.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, dude. I mean, there's not a lot of people that want to do that, because that's not cool.
Yeah. Hey, bro, and I actually want to add in like one more thing, you know. There's like this crazy, incredible artist that's coming through in a few. I'm not only putting my name behind her.
Oh, wait. Whoa, shit.
I'm not only
you just
putting
dropped the bomb.
Yeah, bro, I'm not only putting my name behind her, bro. I'm putting my career behind her, bro. Everything me, I'll put it behind that artist.
You know
bro.
What's the key word there for me?
Yeah.
You said her.
Her, bro.
Who is she?
Ooh. You know, right now, I don't even want to, talk about that. You know, she's a self-explanatory artist. All this thing is self-explanatory. You ain't got to explain shit. You know what I'm saying? She is going to come with some shit, bro. If not this month, this month, bro, I promise you there's a new artist, new cat. She's a singer. She's a rapper.
Drop her
She's
name.
a writer.
Let people know. Be on check. Be on notice.
She goes by the name Just CC Music.
Just CC Music.
Yeah, man. She is hot.
You
on
said
everything, on bro and then bro, on everything.
You said you're putting your career behind this.
My name, my career, my shoes, all of it.
That's a big call, St. Cloud.
Yeah, I know. These shoes, I just washed them too. So it is a big call. I'm putting everything,
and they clean,
bro. Yeah, they're pretty clean. So I'm putting everything on her, bro. Like, I ain't even playing with you, bro.
Wow.
I promise you, bro.
Wow.
She is, like, she's what the industry right now, like, it's exciting to see where the industry is going, you know? You know, and she's someone that will be taking the same journey with her, you know? Not to, like, let in or drop out no, clues, no, nothing like that, But, like, we got our own thing going on now, bro.
That's true.
Yeah, bro, we got, like, a new tent You know, got a new building, a new facility going on. You go hear about it. It's big living. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's going to be the hottest thing you done ever heard of.
We're ready.
I hope you is, bro.
We out here, bro.
Hope you is, bro.
We out here. Well,
Watch people catch a seizure.
I speak for myself.
Watch niggas drop dead.
We're ready.
Watch niggas lose their mind. Man, she is, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna say to her. I'm gonna keep running my mouth till these cameras cut, bro. She's hot.
Wow. Shit, I'm perplexed
No,
right
bro,
now, bro.
You gotta give credit where it's due, man. And she's gonna be coming through, you know, with her first project out here on this one. You know, she's gonna put out an EP.
Mm-hmm.
You know, looking at like 8 songs. Bro, I ain't even messing with you, man. She's putting out a full piece of work, you know, full piece of work.
You know why I say
Yeah,
I trust your opinion.
yeah.
Let me just prove this real quick for the people that are watching. Is that you drop Cloudy Sundays every Sunday. You've been doing it for 4 weeks now. You ain't never disappoint. And he ain't never disappoint. Go on his channel right now. Stop watching this and just go on his channel and check out what I'm talking about. He delivers. And he told you right here that's not his best work. That's actually throwaways. That's the shit you cut. You know when you're making boxes, there's the shit that you cut off and you throw it away. That's what Cloudy Sunday is. It's not the box.
Oh, shit.
We haven't seen the box. So if a man like that says that we need to take his word and is putting his career behind that there's this female MC, artist, rapper, singer that's coming out and you guys are going to be on track, he means it. I trust you, bro, on God. And people are going to see this.
Man.
We're ready.
Man, like, yo, bro, like, I really want, I want to test you. I want to see how far you can influence the culture.
Test me.
Yeah.
Test me.
This is the test for you. When I put this out and she put that out, that is enough to influence the culture.
Okay. Look,
man,
I don't need to be tested.
Okay.
I'll show you. I'm ready.
Show me that.
I'll give her a chance. I'll bring on the podcast.
There we go.
We're gonna stop. We're gonna find out who she is, what she's about, what she's made of, and what she's bringing.
Yeah.
So she can tell them herself that, yo, I'm here.
Man.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off right there, and then when she puts out the project, well, the rest is history. Otherwise, it's been a good episode, bro. Shout out once again. Thanks for coming.
You know.
You can just let them know where to find you.
Where to find me?
Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. How they get your content, where it's available.
Okay, they can find me on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really
do social
media.
I
don't have social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's strictly YouTube. What's your YouTube channel name? How did I find you?
Saint Cloud.
Just Saint Cloud.
Just Saint Cloud.
So ST
dot
space cloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saint Cloud and
ST dot space cloud.
Yeah.
Then they find you there.
That's all.
Wow. Thanks for coming through, bro.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Shout out. You can follow us on Instagram at GNPS _podcast. You can follow myself on Instagram at general _Geniela. On Twitter, it's at general _Genie. Please click the subscribe button. Don't miss it. It's right there somewhere in the corner. It's usually in the corners. Find it. Shout out to Tiny. Shout out to Q. Shout out to James. Shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to Mshana, Bacha. Shout out to Jade at the back. Shout out to St. Cloud, most importantly. Thanks for coming, bro. Peace.